TV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the north of England. Today is going to be an epic video. We're going to cut down on the waffle. We're going to get straight to it. I'm here today at D&B Collection with my twin brother. This is his cue. You're just going to do that. You're not actually going to come out. It's new car day for James anyway, and he's very excited, quite clearly. I think he's actually... Are you all right? It's new car day anyway, and we're here at D&B Collection, and we're also here with the main man himself, Mr. Dean of D&B Collection. Dean, you haven't been on the channel for a while, have you?
No, not at all.
Perfect. Right, well, we're going to jump in anyway. You've got some new premises, have you not, Dean?
I have indeed.
They're very, very nice indeed.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to see you. Welcome back up north.
This is mega. I am over the moon. This is the first time I've actually seen the premises. You've seen them briefly at one point.
I have been up here before.
It's a really cool location. We'll get into that. Let's have a little... I'm just going to have a little walk around and nose around your stock, if that's okay, Dean?
Of course.
Is that okay, Dean?
Proceed.
I like the windows, Dean. There's got branding on there, and it also stops people from walking into them. Very cool. So, for those that don't know, this image here is actually where we are. We're actually on a live, active runway here in Leeds. It's absolutely mental, the location. We've got loads of stock anyway. I'm not going to go around too much. That's actually cool. This is really cool. This is a rear-wheel drive Audi R8. We've got lots of stock as well. We've got one of those cool Yaris's. We've got this. This is a 90, actually. Isn't it, Dean?
It is a 90, yeah, quite rare actually.
Defender 90, that actually looks sick. Do you know what? I wasn't a fan of Defender, that's actually converted me.
Sick. It looks
I'm going to have a little word with JLR. We've got loads of cool stock here anyway. We're not here to see any of this because James's car is actually in a separate hangar, which we're going to go over to in a second. We've got lots of Porsches, as is usual, with Dean. Gen 2 997 Turbo S. I'm making a beeline for this. It literally went straight out of stock as soon as it came in. Someone bought it instantly. There's Magno Paint SLS. With literally every optional extra. Mental car. And I don't think it even really hit the internet before it sold, unsurprisingly. We've got some really cool bits in here. GTS Miami Blue, love that. V12 Lusso as well, really highly optioned car. That is on Dean's site, that's mega. And this F12 is cash as well. Some of you will recognise this F12. It's bonkers, so nice. Crema, lovely. We've got a Pista in here. We've got this amazing F8 Tributo. We've got an Aventador SV. In this incredible colour with only 2,000 miles in it, 2,000 and thereabouts. Absolute minter, almost brand new. Really cool piece of kit. Very sensible money now. Someone come and buy that, that's sick. We've got a Speciale as well. And hiding away here, we've got black 458. Absolutely love these as well. Really nice spec on this as well. Daytona seats, black and yellow stitching, sick. More exciting than all of that, potentially, is the view at this place. You will see this is an airport. We've got planes, helicopters, it's absolute chaos outside here. And customers of D&B Collection will actually be invited to use the runway. Is that right, Dean? You can actually use the runway here?
Yes.
So, you can't obviously just turn up and take your car down the runway, but customers of D&B Collection, speak to Dean, and you can use the runway, which is unique. I don't think that's been done before. First time in the UK, there's been premises like this on a runway where you can use it and buy a car. So it's very cool, Dean.
Yes.
Absolutely smashed it.
Yes, Tom.
Very proud, Dean.
On another level, Tom. Tom, people come here in a helicopter, customers in helicopters, Tom. Like that one out there.
People that can actually afford their cars, unlike us, James.
Yeah.
I do like their trousers. I can see a goggle on the side of them, James.
Yep.
Very nice, James.
Mr. Procurement.
Mr. Procurement, fine, good. That SLS is looking very well, Dean. I think you should get more into stock if you can find them. They're very good news, Dean.
Hen's teeth, Tom.
Hen's teeth, James. Should we go and see your car anyway? Are you excited? How are you feeling?
I'm beyond words, Tom. Ecstatic. I'm just trying to control my behaviour because sometimes it gets a little bit too much.
We had to have a word after that behaviour in the intro.
I've actually had to take a time out. People won't see that because we've edited it. I'm just trying to, have to keep my hands in my pocket because I just keep losing it. So just trying to keep myself calm, aren't I? Are you alright with that?
I'm fine, James. Now you calm down, yes. Actually, to be honest,
I'll show you, calm.
Here we go then. How are you feeling?
overwhelmed, I must say. But
that's a joke. That is actually a joke.
Just look at it sat there.
You've done a lot of tyre kicking over the past few months, and I can safely say it was actually well worth it. The final decision was an absolute
I feel
joke.
like it had to be worth it. Yeah, like you say. Otherwise, people will be annoyed. So there we go.
We're going to get onto the number plate in a second as well, because what you've done there is foul. Absolutely foul. No, I'm going to leave it in. The FU thing's been done, and it's good. It's good. We've got Dean. What do you think? Are you happy?
Absolutely ecstatic, of course I am. I mean, it's a Lamborghini SV.
But your question, are you happy?
And it's another sale, isn't it, Dean?
But I must say, this location as well, we've actually got, what's that, Harrier jump jet? Is that Harrier jump jet, Dean?
Harrier jump jet, Tom.
Yeah, Harrier jump jet, Dean.
I thought it'd be quite nice to have that in the background.
Yeah, having a Harrier jump jet in the background, James. Harrier jump jet.
Tom, Harrier jump jet.
Yep, behind. That's so the handover bays here are something else. This is probably the best handover bay I've ever seen. It's an absolute joke. Alex, you're here as well. Hello, mate. Welcome to the video. You haven't appeared yet. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Now.
It's your turn next. That's all that happens now. It's just that the emphasis has gone off James and the hassle has gone off James, and the WhatsApp abuse will now be directed all towards you until you do something completely irresponsible. What do you make of the car?
I mean, what can you say, really?
Would you describe it as hell?
Where do you go? Where do you go after that?
I think it's probably the most chaos you can cause on the roads.
That is the most trouble. I mean, in London, that is a problem in London, isn't it?
That is
so Dean's going to be on the blower. Get that out of London.
Get out of here now.
Hello, Ulis.
They're ULEZ compliant, I think,
Yeah,
James.
that's why I got it, Tom. Nice and efficient.
Okay.
James has worked very hard, and you deserve it, mate. I'm very proud of you.
Very proud, Alex. That's
Hard-working lad.
lovely words, Alex.
Hard-working
What do you?
And Dean as well, the best man in the business when it comes to sourcing top quality cars.
Oh, thank
He
you.
looks after
That's
me.
very kind of you.
We are looking at the moment, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Mr. Procurement.
Actively procuring something at the moment.
You do go by another alias, don't you? Mr. Procurement.
Mr. Procurer.
Trains dogs too.
Yep.
He's a professional dog trainer. We've seen Daisy's tricks.
Daisy's here as well. Should we go around the back then? You can explain this number plate, and I want your thoughts on it as well, Alex. You're gonna have to be diplomatic,
Yeah,
aren't
you
you?
do. Go and look at this.
Very
I
diplomatic.
don't know what it means actually. Someone have to translate for me.
Well,
Yes, chaos.
I don't think the words will be polite enough to get on camera.
I think FU in Chinese is like wealth, I think. No, it actually means wealth, I think, or luck, or something like that. It actually means something. But
No, I feel like that's what people, when they get tattoos in the hieroglyphics, they're like, it means mummy, but it actually means I hate life.
I don't know what that means actually.
that is so rude. That's a joke. It's probably the most abusive, offensive number plate. I mean, the lighting's not great, nor's my camera. It's the most abusive, offensive number plate you could have got for this. It's a joke. Let's go inside. It's hell, as is normal with Aventador SVs. This whole bit here is carbon. You've got carbon illuminated sills, and all importantly inside, you have got carbon interior, but you haven't got the back-breaking seats. You've got these seats. I think people thought when they spec these originally that they wanted carbon buckets, but actually, I can vouch for the fact you don't. So you've got the clever seats in here. Very, very nice. And that is the most chaotic place to sit. And as is normal with SVs, the full door skin is carbon as well. Do you want to get in there, James?
Yes, Tom. I need to apologise more about the number plate, Tom.
No, I don't think you owe anyone an apology.
Can you look at it again, just twice?
Yeah,
No, but jokes aside, the number plate hunt was stressful, alas.
Where'd you get the number plate from, James? Here we go.
I wanted a number plate with rig on it, and the one,
Yes.
red transfers.
Reg transfers.
And they found a plate that wasn't available on the market. So
Yes.
clever. So I didn't think it was available, but it was. So they pulled out a miracle. So big shout out to Red Transfers and anyone looking for a plate. If you can't find it, they'll find it for you. And they did exactly that for me. Very happy. Now onwards with the video. Alas, let's continue.
Can they find you a haircut as well?
Pardon?
Are they going to be able to find you a haircut?
Tom, what's wrong with the curly hair?
I don't know. You've got a bit of a Morrison going on up there. Nothing wrong with that. I don't want any abuse for that, Morrison.
Tom, there's some
please,
product
if
in
you're
there.
watching.
Product.
Okay.
Can I
good.
get in?
Yeah, please apologise to Morrison if you speak to him. I don't have a problem with his haircut. I've got a problem with yours. Right. Inside here then. Hop in then, boy.
I'm getting in one leg at a time. I'm trying to do it nice and delicately. Watch out for the CP.
I try to get in.
Watch out.
I don't actually fit in this car.
I'm in.
You don't fit.
I don't
I'm
actually
in.
fit. Even if I could.
I'm in.
You're in. How are you feeling?
At home, I feel at one with it.
And James, I've sorted you out a gift, haven't I? For your car. I brought something
Oh
with me.
my goodness, you haven't. CS3. I've heard about these.
I've gifted you a C-Tech CS3.
Can you pass it to me?
Yeah, I can pass it to you, James. Oh, it's a big old boy.
Do you know what? I was actually, when I decided on this car, I was sweating because although I have secure storage for the car, I don't have power. And so actually, it rendered this car not a possibility. I know that sounds crazy, right? But if I didn't have power, I wouldn't own this car.
For trickle charge, yeah.
For trickle charge, because I don't drive enough. And it would have ruined the battery and that's too stressful for me, Tom. And then they released this! CS3!
Yeah, it's so basically, if you don't have trickle charger spot in your parking space, what you can do, this is their first kind of fully mobile charger from C-Tech. Basically, you can put charge into that. It will store charge for a year, and within 15 minutes, wherever you are, if you've got this with you, it'll put enough battery into your car to get the car started. It's a really, really clever piece of kit. You can charge all your devices like laptops and USBs and whatever. You can actually solar power it as well.
It's like a power bank, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically a power bank for your car, but it's way more clever than that. Anyway, I won't bore on about it.
It does trickle as well.
But if you've got one of these in the car, it's actually, your life is a lot less stressful.
That's really helpful.
And I knew that would really improve things for you. And that was actually one of the catalysts for getting this car.
It was.
You're quite busy, and you're not going to be driving it every day, so you're going to be driving it every 2-3 weeks. With cold weather or whatever, the battery can get run down. You can't plug it in, so that's now with you, and you just know, worst case scenario, you can plug that in, you can get the thing going, rather than calling Lambo Assist. I actually had it with my SV originally. I let it run out of battery. It wouldn't go into gear. It had to be dragged out of my car park. It was hell.
It's actually made it possible.
Very good, James.
Simple. Very good.
You're welcome, mate. And they're available now on Amazon, aren't they, James?
They are, and then now go away.
All right. Right, here we go then. Cold start. That's what you're all here for. Should we go then?
Keys first.
Keys, sanitised and all that. Come on then.
Ready?
I'm ready. Go on then, boy. Tickle.
It's cold, so I'm not going to give it much. That was 2,000 revs just over. Race exhaust on.
Race exhaust, James.
Very good.
That's a joke.
Is it a joke?
Are you stressed?
No, because I'm not having to move. I'm manoeuvre around London. I'm in a big air hangar.
Perfect. We've got some news on the exhaust as well, because it looks different to the normal one. Do you want to turn that off, boy?
Yeah, I'll give it a little 1 second. Better?
There we go. We can hear ourselves think. So the exhaust on this is actually the Lamborghini race exhaust. The eagle-eyed ones amongst you will have worked out that this thing, let it focus on there, a little bit of steam. This is actually the genuine Lamborghini race exhaust. So instead of the 4 kind of fairly rudimental, crappy tips that it comes with usually, it's now got these 2 huge tips instead, which I think actually really changed the back of the car.
Do you know what?
How much is that, James, as an option?
I think at launch, I think it was 9k. There's an
$9
option, or
grand
an
option.
aftermarket, yeah. James, I don't think it's actually loud enough. Mate, that was literally like 3,000 revs. It's cold. I don't abuse things, so I want to just, give it the attention and the love that it deserves. But yeah, I mean, that's staggering, isn't it?
You've aged my eardrums with that.
Really?
I've lost the
Doctor, have you any kind words? We don't advise that overexposure.
I mean, that is pretty loud.
Offensive. Congrats though. I mean, I know personally, I've seen how much work's gone in the past kind of 10 years actually, but he's worked his absolute socks off for this, and I'm really proud of him. So yeah, the last year and a half or so has not been particularly easy. I mean, even owning a fitness business, it's been a complete pain. So yeah, it's really nice to see you come out the other side of it and treat yourself and kind of reward yourself for a load of hard work. So very well done, mate. I'm really proud of you. Well done. Yeah, good work.
Do I clap myself? Yeah.
A little bit odd. For now then, thank you very much for watching. From myself, the Aventador SV, that is now my twin brother James's. Make sure you're following him on Instagram as well for more antics. Alex, you got any final words as well?
Well, just amazing to see us. What a great day, and can't wait for a blasting actually, I think.
Can't wait for a blast, yes. And on that note, blasting soon, maybe on the runway. We've got some plans on the runway coming up very soon, so stay tuned for those as well. See you later, guys. Cheers.